Where you want to go? Who's conducting it? And you say, oh, okay. Well, at least I didn't assign it to you.
Yeah. I would have said something.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know.
Where you want to go?
But you can see me. I'm a 5. Ready?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm good.
Try the music and the singing with the mu and the sing lower. I mean, there's definitely text accent in that, but but you're still getting, I think, more accent. I just want you to try.
Sure.
Because you're kind of coming forward. Try a little bit lower on there and see if we don't get more of a difference in that. Because it's tough, isn't it? I mean, no matter what we try. I mean, I've conducted this piece many times, and it always feels like we don't. And so what I've gone to it a lot on it is music. Like I won't even give a beat for it because it just feels like any movement at all. Accent, music, and music, and sing. So it's almost kind of in two with a little bit of movement in the right hand, so people know where you're at. Try that and see if that what that does for you. And and the thing that we get is we don't get the music and sing, because the problem in this piece is it's always stopping, right? I mean, it's a beautiful piece, but it's always stopping, and so
because he wrote it for bands.
Well, it's an interesting point, but the challenge for the choral conductor is to make these phrases connect to each other. And so one thing that we never really talked about in the Romantic period. I'm not supposed to teach very much during this first round here, but Stephen did a lovely job, and you all know the song, and so I think we can afford just a few minutes. Is this idea of phrase connecting the phrase? And so if you think back to the Romantic module, we talked about text accent, we talked about phrasing, we talked about rubato, right? And the difficulty of making those things. The fourth part of artistic conducting is how we build phrase on phrase to make a bigger picture. And I do think that this piece is really hard or good, depending on how you want to look at it. In kind of so let's start it right at the beginning and see about connecting these phrases so the piece does not become chopped up. If I have to hear this piece at
States,
or whatever,
festival.
I mean, it's just right. I'm like,
Yeah.
there has to be the sense of phrase that and Brahms did it on the za, which we didn't really get to very much. Yeah, so your challenge now is to how can you not make it feel rushed, because it doesn't feel rushed. It feels timeless, right? Yet feel a sense of connection. And those first four things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Nicely done. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear for that dadgum pedal. Who's next? There's nothing you can do about it. It's just lift. It's just let it go, right? Oh. Oh, so it goes to Smith.
Hearts in the Highlands.
Oh, we have one repeat today.
Okay, come on. Do you have music? Oh, you don't. Okay, oh my gosh, people. You have to Oh, I do. But it's too late now. What song are you doing? Sorry. Hearts in the Highlands. Yes, this. Am I confused?
Don't you, day one?
Huh?
Where do you want to go?
Where first comes in with 4 part.
That's a good spot.
Page 3.
Oh, cool.
What is the word farewell or farewell? What's the text accent on farewell?
Farewell.
Is it farewell or is it farewell?
I think it's farewell.
I think it is too. Is it?
Yeah.
It's a kind of a question mark, isn't it?
Well,
It's a compound word, so it could be recommit.
It can be
That's
long
fair.
words because you can say
Yeah.
farewell to you or I
Farewell.
farewell.
Yeah.
Well, what is this?
This one's one word.
This one's one word. Yeah. So how can we not accent beat 4 and let it move into beat 1, but then not have beat 1 accent so that you can't move forward to that phrase? Farewell to. Well, what we got was farewell, farewell. How can we make that the beginning of a phrase?
Just try something? I don't know how to say it. Just try it.
Yeah. I don't want you to talk about it.
Oh, good. I don't want to talk.
Yeah. So that little verse you did there, is that one phrase or 2? Or how many phrases is it? Or is it 4 phrases?
I haven't marked my phrases yet. I apologize for that. 2. I want to say 3. I feel like north is the end of the first phrase and then the first place
Okay.
is the second one.
So what is the relationship between the first phrase and the second phrase? In kind of a music theory sort of way.
Oh, the question and answer. I forgot the words for it. Consequence and
Yeah.
antidote.
So how can we
Thank you, antecedent.
how can we turn that idea into a conducting idea? So that not only does it function as a music theory thing, but it functions as a music thing. It sounds like a thing. We interpret it that way. Farewell to the highlands, farewell to the north of the place. Make that second phrase answer the first phrase.
Okay.
Okay, try it right there. Pick up on the bottom 3. Are we okay over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. So how many phrases are there?
So can't show this through.
I think there's 4, right? There's 2 and 2. There's an antecedent and consequent phrase, and then there is a second antecedent consequent phrase. And so I think, and so all the cadences on all endings can have some sort of tempo alteration. So I think there's a little bit of tempo alteration, rallentando, a small one, that you could do on Worth,
And room.
so that we can tell as the audience and as the singer that, oh, here comes another another interesting idea. And then interesting idea number 3 and 4 need to somehow be an answer to phrase number 1 and 2. So that first verse becomes a thing. It doesn't become this, it becomes a this. And then you start to think about how the other verses do that same thing to each other, right? So a piece gets smaller and smaller until finally a piece is just, it's this thing that we're doing that has all these little pieces. Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is our chance to link phrases together before we end our conducting year. Good job. 1, 2, 3. All right. Michael, I got your email. I'll return it this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Alex.
Wait, you will? or you
Yay.
have?
I will.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.